God, I haven't uploaded in a month. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, so we're going to do something different in today's video. Who here is in a relationship? Raise your hands. Yes, I'm looking at you, Steve. Steve at the back, hand up. Who's ever been given relationship advice? Have you ever given relationship advice? Has it been good? Has it been bad? Well, today we're going to be looking at bad relationship advice. And I'm going to have my opinion on them and hopefully give out actual relationship advice. I don't fucking know. Without further ado, let's get into the video. Let's go.
Narcissist's favorite way to manipulate is to only acknowledge your reactions to a scenario, rather than their actions that cause the scenario to happen in the first place. Narcissist's favorite way to manipulate is to only acknowledge your reactions to a scenario, rather than their actions that cause...
Okay, I've been with narcissists before, and that's not just their favourite way. They like to bring up the past. They just like to bring up everything that's not relevant to the argument or conversation at that time. You genuinely could be arguing about, oh, you didn't get the chicken out of the freezer, so it defrosted. Now we can't use the chicken because it's not defrosted, right? Genuine mistake. That's something people argue about. I've had that argument before. And the person you have an argument with, that you're saying, oh, I told you to do this, and you didn't. Why didn't you do this? And they'll just go and look at you dead in the eyes and go, well, you didn't. 7 months ago, you like, they'll bring up things in the past. They won't acknowledge their own actions. They will switch it and put the blame on you and be like, you did this 7 months ago, and you're just like, cool, I've apologized for that. That's not the issue now. Let's keep going.
Men tend to forget that women typically are emotionally wired or more emotionally wired.
Yeah.
And so what happens is when she comes to you and expresses a concern, if that concern does not line up in your head logically, men tend to dismiss it. Okay. And they don't consider how she's feeling.
Truthful. Men do tend to dismiss stuff. They also, if it doesn't compute logically in our mind, they're trying to tell us their feelings and how they're feeling. Like men, and I have done this before. Men will go and try and find a solution to their problem. They'll try and find a solution to their problem, even though the woman in question doesn't want to find a solution. They just want to let out their anger that they are feeling inside. They just want the man in a relationship just to listen to her and have a conversation, just listen to her emotions and not interrupt her and go, okay, but you see, the reason why you're feeling this way is because you could have, instead of doing this thing, you could have done that thing. Like, they don't want to hear solutions. They just want you to shut up and listen to them, and then probably give them a hug. If they want one. This next one's gonna annoy me. Yep. Oh, that's a lie. First off, that's a lie. No one is too busy. Yeah, I agree with a little bit, but like, I'm sorry, but if I'm at work, if I'm out with my daughter, if I'm doing chores, or if I'm out all the time, well, no one's busy. No one's ever too busy. No, it's all about priorities. Yeah, I got higher priorities. Like, I don't have to text you 24/7. Now that is the perfect segue to get into the sponsor of this video, Dubby. Dubby is an energy drink company with mouth-watering tastes and flavours. They have clean energy with no crash. They focus and mental clarity. Again, zero sugars, and no artificial colours. They have great flavours of mango, cherry lime, yuzu lemon, strawberry coconut, sour bears, sour gummy bears, sweet and sour blue raspberry flavours, etc. and much, much more on their website, which is down in the link in the description. But if you use the code Dunny99, you get 10% off of every single order, especially on the order of the starter sampler pack, which I recommend. You get 3 flavours and you get your own shaker for only 15 quid. If you use the code, again, Dunny99, all capitals, put it here, it's also in the description, you can get 10% off of every single order. Want to say thank you to Dubby for sponsoring this video. You guys are awesome.
The biggest pill to swallow is that no one is too busy. It is just about priorities. If they are not choosing you, you are not their priority, so stop making them yours. I understand
it to a certain degree. I understand that you think, or this is probably aimed at like people that never text you, like they never text you, like or message you or talk to you in like 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 3 weeks and up. No one, they only text you when they want something, like, you know, the you up messages. Like I understand it from that point of view, but there is things of I am too busy. I'm too busy. I was super busy. I was doing this and this. I'm sorry I didn't get to you. But as long as you get to them eventually in a respectful like way and time frame, it should be fine.
One of the most sadistic ways that a woman will emasculate and abuse her husband, the never-ending cycle will erode a man's identity. Because what she does, and this is a form of coercive control, everything has to be her way, right? She constantly talks over him.
Yes.
She makes everything about her. She constantly compares him to other men. The reason it's so sadistic is because nobody talks about how over time a woman can erode a man's self-esteem, his pride.
Although she didn't really, she compared me to other men. I mean, she compared me to other men. She compared me, well, she didn't even compare me, but always her celebrity crushes. Like, oh, I wish this person was here, or I wish that person was here instead of you. Just insane. Always talked over me. Had to be the fucking loudest person in the fucking room. Honestly, I have so many stories about this woman that I dated so long ago. But I'll tell you one. This is genuine truth. Every single time I would phone her, I would phone her and be like, "You alright, babe? Hey, babe." And then I'll be like, "You alright, babe? Hey, how you doing? What's up? But what's up?" And she'll be like, "Oh, just doing a black man in a bush." And I'm just like, like first few times I went, haha, funny. That's funny, sense of humour. But she did it every single time I phoned her. And I was just like, okay, this is no longer funny. Why the fuck you keep saying it? And then apparently found out from a relative of hers. I don't know if it's true or not. I don't know if they were just stirring the pot or something. But I found out after our breakup, like 2 years after, or no, 2 years into the relationship, broke up, maybe like 3 to 4 months after said relationship ended, I get told that, oh, by the way, she has been doing a black man in a bush the entire time. I was like, oh, okay, I guess. No. If you guys don't know about me, I'm very clumsy. I have fractured my ankle on multiple occasions. I think twice now. First time I jumped over a fence, I landed on my ankle wrong. Love that for me. And the second time I was with my girlfriend, my ex-girlfriend now. It was nighttime. We were in London at a parent's place. And we were like, okay, cool, bye. But walking away from her mum, and then I didn't see the curb, and I fell. I twisted my ankle. I fell down the curb, and I really hurt my ankle. Right, so I'm limping from her mum's house to like a mile down to where we were staying, which was her nan's house. And her nan gave me like this kind of like bandage sock to put on my foot, and I went, thank you. Her nan was lovely. Her nan was always lovely to me. But after a few days of still in this sock, my ankle was still not good. It's not good. I couldn't put full weight on it. She would then gaslight me and be like, "You're lying. You're lying about your foot. You're not even telling the truth. You're not actually hurt. You're not really hurt. You're gaslighting. You're just lying. You're lying to me." I'm like, why the fuck? Like, you saw me go down like a sack of spuds. You saw me go down like a sack of spuds, and you're saying I'm lying. What? And she always compared me. Not compared me, but would not shut up about Ariana Grande. Right, I like some of the Ariana Grande songs, right? Like, cool, I think her music's great. But when you're in a relationship and that's all they talk about, and it's not even about their music, it's about them specifically, about what they would do to them in a sexual manner, or what they want them to do to them. It's just like, I don't want to hear it every single day. Do you know what I mean? Every single day it was the same thing. Her making jokes about Ariana Grande in a sexual way. I'm just like, cool. I got called insecure for it. Now, I don't think that is insecure at all. Because okay. In relationships, I don't care if you have a celebrity crush. If you have a celebrity crush, or if you have a list. If you have a list of people or celebrity crushes that you have, the free pass list, right? Everyone has one, but no one really goes on about it too much. I know I don't go bang on about it daily. You're not going to want to be in a relationship where someone constantly talks about their celebrity crush daily and making you feel like you will never be good enough for them. It's like, oh, as soon as I meet this person, meet this celebrity, they will be mine and you'll be gone, kind of situation. And you're just like, you just have to be them, like, yeah, amazing, great. Anyway, big rant. Moving on. Let's go to this one.
You don't have to sleep with someone to betray your partner.
True.
It starts with texting, with flirting, with giving attention to someone else. You call it nothing, but you know it's not.
Fair enough. Figure with me, right? I have somewhat of a flirty personality. I will flirt with literally anyone. Regardless of being a straight man, I will flirt with literally anyone, and it's all fun and games to me. Excuse me. I personally think it's about communication. Communication between you and your partner. That's why I think you have to go with this. Think about this. Like, if your partner's not okay with you being playful or giving someone else attention or whatever this dude said, it's like, cool. You have to kind of diet it down a bit, but I don't think texting people isn't betraying someone, especially. If you hide it and you're flirting for the sake of fucking flirting and you want to get in their pants, sure, that's betrayal, sure. But a funny, flirtatious text every now and then, whether it's between me and another guy, because that's how we are, we're fun, it's the boys, or, I mainly only ever flirt with men, to be fair, because I know I'm not into men. I don't flirt with other women because that's weird. That's weird. Oh, Steve Harvey.
If you're in a relationship with a guy, and you're talking about a problem you might have.
Okay.
You know, men by nature, the one thing we are, we fixers.
True.
See, when we talking to our wife, our woman, and she tell us a problem, we try to provide a solution right now. You know why we want a solution? So we can quit talking about it.
Yeah.
Because we know tomorrow's gonna be some more stuff. So let me just provide a solution for the problem so we can move on. Here's when you know you have nothing. Is if every time you mention any type of problem to this guy, he offers you nothing. If you're in a relationship.
Here's some other things, Mr. Steve Harvey. Here's also how you know you have nothing. Is that every single time that this woman brings up a like kind of problem that she has, you know, and you offer her a solution, but she never takes your advice. She never takes your solution. She never takes your solution, and she does it her own way. She always does it her own way, or she doesn't even listen to what you're saying. And then the thing that she has a problem with doesn't get fixed, and then she will come back to you and be like, I'm so stressed. This is still happening. This is still happening. Like, this problem at work, it's still happening. I can't, like, I've done everything I can, but she hasn't done the one thing you told her to do or tried to do. That you know that would help her with the situation. That's how you know you have nothing. Is when she doesn't listen to your advice. Look, okay, we're gonna sit down and have a little conversation right now for a little bit, okay? Relationships are about, again, number one rule is communication, okay? If you want a good relationship, you need to have communication with each other. Does not matter. I don't care. You have to have good communication with them, a good understanding, and also compromising. Whether it's little stuff like, hey, I want to go see my friends. Is that cool? Right? Communication and compromise. Yeah, I'll go see my friends today, and then later on, and then next week it'll be yours, so you can go see your friends. Or, hey, we're going out for food. What do you want? Oh, I want chicken. I want like a chicken. I want like KFC, Nando's, kind of stuff like that. What about you? Oh, I'm looking for like I want a curry. I want a curry. You compromise. For me, I play a little game. We do the games of chances, so like, you know, rock, paper, scissors, heads or tails kind of thing, and whoever wins, you know, they get their choice. They get their choice for that day, right? And then later on, next time, it'll be their choice without the rock, paper, scissors, without heads or tails, you know. Guaranteed the next time that you go out for food, it'll be their time to choose. Do you know what I mean? I know I'm not the best at relationships. I never claimed to be great at relationships. I mean, I managed to keep down a relationship for 5 years for the first time in my life. But that's about it. Like, but I haven't been able to do that without, you know, trust, communication, compromises, just everything, respect. You know, don't show her up in public in a bad way. You know, if you guys, or if she's having an argument with someone and it's someone you guys know, you just have an argument and you know that she's in the wrong, don't then go, babe, stop, you're the one in the wrong here. Don't do that. No, you stand up for her within the environment. You protect her and back her up. When you leave said place and then you come home or the car ride home or anything, that is when you can go, look, babe, I don't think you were in the right in that scenario. I don't think you was in the right. Personally. that's when you can say, don't show up in public, don't have a go at her in public. You know, there's rules to things. Within relationships, I am known as a giver. And that's not just anything other than for me, it's I will buy you your favourite things. I'll buy you stuff. Like I don't need that to be able to, you know, oh yeah, if I buy you this, you will love me. That's not for me, that's not me. But I will buy stuff, and just for the sole fact that I want to do that, to show you my affection. Kind of. And it's not even, it's never huge things either. Like, it can literally be your favourite coffee, I buy you your coffee, your favourite drink, your favourite kind of snacks. Stuff like that. It's never like expensive, like, oh, I'm going to buy you a Prada bag. You know, it's never that. It's never over expensive stuff. It's like the little things that will go a long way. You know, if you live with each other, number one thing is helping out around the house. You know, if you live with each other, you can't just expect that one person that you are in a relationship with to do everything. You know, it sounds like going back to my family home, but do a chore list. You know, do a chore list of different people, or, you know, of different things both of you can do. Okay, so I'm doing the washing up, you're going to take the washing out. I'm going to clean the bedroom, you're going to clean the bathroom. I'm going to take the bins out, you're going to do this. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's a simple system. You don't need to expect everyone or that one person to do everything. That's where I'm going with that. But if you want a relationship to last a long time, it's genuinely all about, again, communication, compromises, trust, and being able to talk to that person whenever about your feelings and not it end up in an argument. Look, I've had my fair shares of arguments. I've had my fair shares of bad things happen in relationships. Even in my current relationships, my relationship right now isn't perfect. And she would tell you the same thing. But we're making it work. We're both happy. And, you know, that's how relationships are. I mean, what else am I meant to say? Here's a true thing about us that I'll say this to everyone. Right? You know your love is real when you are allowed to let your true inner self come out. Your true inner self can come out around them. Whether that is you're playful, you're funny, you're goofy. Sometimes even childish, but not in the red flag kind of way. It's kind of like childish as in, oh, they're funny. It's funny. It's cute. You know, when you get to be your true, authentic self around your partner, that for me means that they are a good partner, and that you have something correct there. So that's another thing for me. I feel like works in relationships. Right, now I'm done looking at relationships like videos for now, because they're pretty much all the same thing. The videos are pretty much the same fucking thing. And I typed in worst relationship advice, and none of it was that bad. None of it was that bad at all. Now I know, and no one asked me for relationship advice ever, but I just thought I would like talk about my experiences. Now that's the end of the video. If you guys like this video, give the video a thumbs up. Also subscribe if you're new, because I make videos once a month apparently. But when I upload a video, just know it is worth it. Okay, just know it's worth it. Okay. Follow me on all my social medias, or be down below. Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Twitch. I stream on there as well. All down below in the link. With that being said, you guys are awesome. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.